Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with another episode of the Chelsea Career Mode. It's episode number 80, and today we're going to have the season roundup as well as the series roundup. This is the final episode of the Chelsea Career Mode for FIFA 14. You guys have voted literally in your thousands. There were well over 2,000 votes for the new Career Mode, which will start tomorrow. That Career Mode will be with Borussia Dortmund. I will leave a picture on screen so you can see the final result from the vote. I took a Gatso screen pick of the final numbers, so you can see for yourselves that we are going to be taking on a Career Mode at Dortmund. Don't worry, those of you that voted for the lower league series with Leeds and or Wolves, I do have something in the works that or something in mind that will help you guys find something that you're looking for, as well as another big team Career Mode at Dortmund. So that's what's coming and starting tomorrow. So leave me suggestions down in the comment section down below to go along with not only this season roundup, but who do you want me to sign at Borussia Dortmund? Who do you think we should bring across to the Bundesliga to sign for BVB? It's basically going to be up to you guys. I'm going to take a lot of feedback for that series and basically sign the players that you want me to sign. So, like I say, I do have something in mind for that series. We'll find out more about that tomorrow. But let's crack on with today's review, shall we? Of course, first of all, if you want to grab yourself some Ultimate Team coins, check the link in the description below. It will take you to footcoinking.com. They have an automated instant service, so you get your coins within seconds. And if you use the code CHES, C-H-E-S, at checkout, you'll get yourself an extra 5% off. So definitely use the code so that they know that I sent you as well. So anyway, let's crack on, shall we? We'll have a quick look at the league tables, etc., and from around Europe, as well as the Barclays Premier League, and then we'll go through individual stats, etc., see who won the Golden Boot, who got the most assists, etc., and then we'll go through a final squad report to see where our players ended up. Now, if you missed yesterday's video and you don't know how the Barclays Premier League title run-in went, then watch that video first and don't spoil it in the comment section here if you possibly can. I'll leave an annotation in the bottom left-hand side of the picture so you guys can go back and check that video so that there's no spoilers in here as to how the season ended. I'll leave you a couple of seconds now just to go and have a look before I switch across to the season tab. And let's move on, shall we? So, the Barclays Premier League table ended as such. We won the Barclays Premier League for the first time in our three seasons here at Chelsea, with a large 12-point gap down to Manchester City in second. United and Liverpool finished third and fourth to round out the Champions League spots, and unfortunately for Arsenal and Tottenham, they slipped to 5th and 6th. Arsenal get Europa League football, Spurs no European football again. Sorry, Spurs fans, but that's how the things were at the top of the table. At the bottom, West Brom at Crystal Palace and Leicester City, unfortunately, found themselves not quite having enough points, even though West Brom had enough points, but not a good enough goal difference. Norwich stay up on goal difference by just 3 goals. So unfortunately for them, that's how the league is going to end. We'll have a look at the FA Cup. Manchester City, a Manchester derby in fact, the FA Cup. Man City coming out 2-1 winners. We of course unfortunately got ourselves knocked out by Sunderland in the round of 16. In the Capital One Cup, we were victorious. We had a live com earlier on in the season, a 5-4 penalty win over Wolves. Not the best way to win a trophy, but still delighted to have come away with a cup this year, including our Barclays Premier League win. The Copa Europa from last season's Champions League and Europa League was won by Borussia Dortmund, the team we're going to for tomorrow, and the Champions League was also won by Borussia Dortmund. So we've definitely got a lot of things to live up to by the time we get across to Germany for tomorrow's brand new Career Mode. And then the Europa League was also won by an English side. Manchester City win 2-1 against Lazio in the final. And that's all for the competitions that we're involved in. Let's have a look and see at how the other leagues around Europe went. Of course, we'll have a look at the Championship in England as well, because of course we want to see who was able to get promoted into the Premier League, even though we won't be continuing on in this series, on this save. Still see who came up. Cardiff City and Nottingham Forest finished first and second to get automatic promotion into the Premier League, and then one of Bolton, Watford, Reading and Queen's Park Rangers will join them, coming up from the Championship via the playoffs. Now France, the French league, by a point was won by Paris Saint-Germain. Really close league there with Saint-Etienne 5 points behind second, and then Monaco a further 3 behind them. Germany, Dortmund won the league. We really do have a lot to live up to, don't we? Jeeps, of course, they have in this save our former players Diego Costa and Juan Mata, so clearly they made the difference there. They were able to win a European trophy and the Bundesliga. They did a double. We've done a double by winning the Capital One Cup and the Barclays Premier League as well. The Serie A was won by Juventus this year, 5 points clear of Inter, and they were in turn 5 points clear of fellow Milan side AC, with Roma finishing 4th and Fiorentina 5th, Napoli 6th. Very close between those 4 sides for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Very close indeed. We'll have a quick look at Spain as well to see who won the league over there. Was it Portugal? Was it... Speaking of Portugal, Benfica win the league, Porto 2nd, Sporting 3rd. But was it Barcelona, was it Real Madrid, or was it Atleti? We'll have a quick look. Real Madrid win the league by a whopping 9 points, almost as big a margin as we won the Barclays Premier League. Barcelona 2nd, Atletico Madrid 3rd. Unsurprising that those were the top 3 clubs, and Sevilla got that final Champions League spot with Valencia and Bilbao having to settle for Europa League football. And we'll see who won the Golden Boot for the no, not team stats, player stats. Who won the Golden Boot for this season of the Barclays Premier League? It was Robin van Persie. Oh, Jeeps, it's shared between 4 players. Robin van Persie, Daniel Sturridge, Mame Baram Diouf and Neymar all have 15 goals in the Barclays Premier League this season. Our highest player was Marco Reus there, as you can see, with 9. Now, where's Luis Murillo? He would have been our highest in 7th with 13. Of course, we sold him to Manchester City to bring in Sergio Aguero. We'll see how he did goal-scoring-wise when we get to the squad report. Assist-wise, no, that's the FA Cup. I want to do assists. Please, come on, there we go. Assists in the Barclays Premier League. Benzema with 9 comes top. Where's our highest player? Alexander Pato with 7. That's pretty good for a striker that didn't necessarily see too much first team football. Eden Hazard coming 10th with 6 assists as well. So pleased with that. Good individual performances from the team this year. We'll have a look at the squad report to round things out. Do excuse me while I take a quick swig of water. I'm getting a little bit of cotton mouth. Right. Squad report. We'll see how players did, how their ratings going up and down, etc. And how they did overall with the actual stats for the season. Goals played, games played, goals scored, assists made, etc. Of course, Petr Cech in goal would have made no assists and scored no goals, but 36 appearances, average rating of 7.2. Still not dropped at all throughout the entirety of this career mode, even though he's 34 years old. A true reflection on how good a player he really is. Danilo's been moving up overall as well, an extremely good right back. He really is absolutely phenomenal. If you have a career mode and you need a right back, get Danilo. He is so good. 34 games, 4 assists, 16 clean sheets. Very pleased with him. Rafael Varane is one of the best centre-backs in the world right now on this save, valued at £28.5 million, 88 rated overall, and he has grown superbly well through those technical stats, as you can see. Stand tackle at 91, sliding tackle at 95. A true brute at the back, especially with 84 strength and being over 6 foot tall as well. Jerome Boateng not really improved, still valued at around about £10 million though. Did okay, 21 games played. Picked up a red card recently, in fact, in the Barclays Premier League, but unfortunately for him, he didn't see too much first-team football, and actually, weirdly, even though he's only 27 years old, went down in stats a little bit, which is a little bit strange. Mattia De Sciglio has done very well indeed, still got plenty of life left in him. 23 years old, already 79 rated. We know from the AC Milan career mode that he can get above 80, etc. So pleased with him. 35 games played, 2 assists and 15 clean sheets. Arturo Vidal is our rock in the middle of midfield. 38 games played, 9 goals, 5 assists. Pleased with him. Really no increase or decrease in a single stat for him, which is quite odd. But Ramirez, he was a weird player for me. I don't necessarily get on with him too much now on FIFA, to be completely honest. His touch always seems a little bit dodgy, even though he has ball control of 83. And similar to Arturo Vidal, being 29 years old, no stats go up or down. 3 goals and 7 assists for him this season. Andre Schürrle got Player of the Year in the opening season and stayed at 83 rated this year, although he has gone up here and there. Long shots at 92 and shot power of 88 are very nice indeed. That'd be a great card for Ultimate Team, wouldn't it? 5 goals, 8 assists. Eden Hazard is our only 90 rated player. Fantastic growth from him. Status, one of the world's best. That's only a sign of things to come for real life as well. 31 games, 9 goals, 7 assists, 7.6 average rating. Valued at £48.5 million. Wowzers, that is a big, big price tag. As you can see, he has grown superbly well this season, gone from 87 to 90 in the third season alone, growing all across the board, technically, mentally, and physically as well. And rather unsurprisingly, his goalkeeping stats haven't gone up, but he is just one of the world's best players right now in this career mode save. Marco Reus, 31 goals, 31 games rather, 14 goals, our highest Barclays Premier League goal scorer. This is the best season he's had at the club. Been very pleased with Marco Reus this year. Hopefully he can continue that in the Borussia Dortmund career mode that we're going to be starting tomorrow. I think for that series, and I'll probably mention this in the commentary tomorrow as well, I want to sign players that I haven't necessarily had in any career mode to date, whether it be the Tottenham, the Chelsea or the AC Milan career mode. So bear that in mind. I'll put that across more in the first episode tomorrow. Sergio Aguero came into the club for £38 million, played 19 games, scored 10 goals. In fact, that is an overall lie. He actually only played one game in the Champions League. No, 2 games in the Champions League for us, not 7. He'd already played 5 for Bayern Munich when we signed him. So he in fact has played 12, scored 9, and with those 3 assists as well to go along with that. Absolutely superb from him. Really pleased with his impact on the team. 88 rated overall, gone up 1 even though his stats haven't actually increased or decreased. So we're pleased with that. Kurt Zouma has seen a little bit of rotation football this year. A good young prospect, 21 years old, still 76 rated, up 2. Still plenty of life left in him. Same with Mattia De Sciglio. Lucas Piazzon has been an absolute revelation this year. I've really enjoyed playing with him. 84 rated at only 22 years old, valued at £16 million. You can see growing very, very well indeed. Marco van Ginkel is a player that I've actually grown to quite like on this career mode. 31 games played, 4 goals, 4 assists, valued at £12.5 million, up 2 overall, and he is growing quite nicely across the board as well. Alex Sandro is a left back that's been particularly good as well. Of course, as you can see in the top right, we did a cash plus player swap deal for him. He's up 3 ratings at 82, an extremely good left back. In fact, didn't see too much football with Mattia De Sciglio being the starting left back, with Danilo being right back, but still a very, very good rotation player. Pleased with how he's done this season. Willian is an extremely good player. Hasn't seen a lot of football this year, although 28 games, some of those, or the majority of those, probably coming from the bench. 4 goals, 6 assists. Could have asked for a little bit more. Not gone up or down in value or rating. Alex Pato came in, 12 goals in 25 games. I think that's a very, very good signing. £10 million plus Fernando Torres was the price paid. 12 goals, 10 assists. That's actually really, really good. I am quite pleased with that. No increase or decrease on his stats, so only stays at £10 million. Luka Modric came in for a money plus player deal as well. 31 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists. Perhaps expected a little bit more from Luka. Even though he's 30 years old, his stats are still going up as well. Only just, but still up to 87 overall. Christian Atsu is lightning fast. Look at those stats. 97 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, 91 agility and 93 balance. He is a phenomenally fast and tricky player with 89 ball control and 91 dribbling as well. I've been impressed with him when he's come on the bench, although not really had too much of an impact on the team. As you can see, 1 goal and 1 assist. Thomas Callas is a great rotation right back, growing in stature as well actually. Quite pleased with him. 23 years old, 79 rated, growing very well technically. Thibaut Courtois hasn't improved or decreased at all. You would expect him to have grown a little bit. Still 84 overall, valued at £10 million. Mangala came in, another player plus cash deal. Pleased with how he's done as well. In fact, 33 games, 3 goals from centre-back as well. It's always nice when your defenders chip in on the goal sheet, and as you can see, growing very, very nicely all across the board. Oscar, growing slightly on an individual stat basis, but still not grown overall since last season. 87 rated, 5 goals and 5 assists for him in the 30 games he played this season. Asamoah, again, another good rotation player. 4 goals, 2 assists, not really grown too much at all, if at all. JT will now end his career at Chelsea. 76 rated, down from 83 at the start of the career mode. 28 acceleration, 41 sprint speed, and his stats are definitely decreasing a lot. So perhaps it is the right time for him to end his season or end his career. Loic Remy, 5 goals, 6 assists in 18 games. Pleased with that, considering he's ageing. We had Alex Pato and Luis Muriel and Sergio Aguero ahead of him. He's done all right at the club. Ashley Cole is retiring at the end of the season. We saw in yesterday's video he was the man that lifted the Premier League trophy at Stamford Bridge to round the season off. I was particularly pleased with the way Ashley has played this season in the 8 games he's played. Pleased with how he's played for us as a whole throughout the career mode since day one. A great servant to the club. And then you've got some loan players. Nathan Ake growing well. Same with Torgan Hazard. Bertrand Traore perhaps could be doing a little bit better, 70 rated at 20 years of age. Andreas Christensen, again, not really grown too much there. Jamal Blackburn, not really grown too much there either. And that is going to round out the squad report. So that is going to bring to a close the Chelsea career mode as a whole. Thank you very much for all of the support you've shown on this series throughout the entirety of its 3 seasons. You guys have been absolutely superb. Hopefully you guys can continue to show the support on the career mode stuff for this channel on the Borussia Dortmund career mode, which will start tomorrow. Of course, we'll have my player tonight as well. Please do continue to show that series some huge support. And if you haven't seen already, we've got a brand new Ultimate Team series started on the channel called Suarez's Road to Redemption. We're doing a Road to Glory with the International Man of the Match, Luis Suarez card. He's started off quite well. There's an episode uploaded Sunday night and last night as well. That will be taking the place of the World Cup Road to Glory that we were doing on the extra DLC. But as for now, that is going to bring this particular video to a close. Thank you again for all of the support on this series. You guys have been absolutely superb. In total, we won 1 Barclays Premier League, 1 Champions League and 2 Capital One Cups in our 3 years at Chelsea. Not the most successful, but still successful enough for me. I think a Barclays Premier League and a Champions League as well in a 3-year span is definitely okay in my eyes. So that's going to bring this to a close. I'm rambling at the end like I normally tend to do. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.